Big respect. Walk, fam.
What up? Say
Yo,
what's up.
everything good, my G. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Say what's up to everybody.
Yo, walk on out there, yo. My Amphbns massive. You don't know the whole Iyah Gift movement. New reggae generation. You know how the thing set.
There we
Heights of
go.
heights. John Eyes is for 7 lights. Boom, bam, bim. And we're in. Yeah, the thing lift off. Sail for sail.
Yeah.
You see me?
Definitely.
Yo, Rich is right. Hashtag it. You don't know how the thing set. Poor life.
Welcome to
Cosmic elephant stick. Shut up. You see me? World of lights. Where you there?
welcome to Iyah
100%.
Gift, y'all. He's live from Jamaica, right? When Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Right in a jam rock me there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, yo. Let's start this joint. What's up, chop and shoot? All right, so tell everybody where you're from. Go ahead.
I'm born in Ibadan, Nigeria, at the University of Ibadan. And my father is from Portland, Jamaica. You know, so he went to Africa in the 60s and met my mom. And through the natural mystic, Iyah Gifted manifest, you see me? So
Right.
me that Jamaican, Nigerian MC that link up with the Amphbns and the thing gone worldwide. And yeah, you know, say it's a real honor for me to have that linkage because that West African family there, you know, when you study the history,
Yeah.
them man they did come across to the Caribbean, so it was like two families linking up again, you know, and like my birth is a manifestation, a repatriation in the fullest, you know, in the reality of it, you know.
Word.
Yeah, man, like Seed Popular know what me I talk about. You see me?
There
Yeah, because we are live this right now. We are hold this joy and we give thanks for the generations of work, you know, that came before us, truly.
Right. So you moved to Chicago first. Why don't you tell us a little about that? What was that experience like?
Yes, my brother. So I moved to the Midwest thinking, say, may I continue my education. You know, after going to Jamaica and spending some time getting my high school education, big up Campion College, and taking those exams, and then them say, yo, you can go to university, you know, but you're kind of young. Make you go to junior college for a little bit. Somebody go to Harold, Washington, which is in Chicago, in the Midwestern region right there. So, and a beautiful experience, you know, my brother. I met some very conscious African brothers, you know, some brothers in the 5-star movement. I know we are going to talk about that as well, too.
Yeah,
and I only spent 1 year in Chicago, though, my brother. As much as I love the house music, you know, the breakdance scene out there was crazy, too. Oh, the graffiti in Chicago, cooler, man. The man, them artwork is up there.
So what really made you move to D.C.? Chicago.
The cold weather, bro. The breeze when it come off of Lake Michigan, minus 80 degrees, bro. Me never built for that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, no matter how much clothes I put on, you see me? Me used to have a buffalo skin jacket. I put that thing on and step outside and feel like my naked same. So yeah.
I can imagine you coming from the island to like a cold.
Yeah, my brother. Yo, I met some awesome people, you know. Remember, used to have some parties on top of the Sears Tower. You see me? Michael Jordan was in there tearing off the championships, them Chi-Town. Me, I tell you. And you know, the G's them was at war too, you know. You had the Bloods and the Crips them. You had to be careful how you walk down certain lanes. You see me?
Right.
So me to go so and link up with the 5-star man them. Yeah, go ahead, Joey.
Go ahead. So going to DC, you went to Howard, right? Howard University.
Yeah, so all right. So I'm cut left out.
So tell people your story of what you majored in and what you crossed over to eventually.
Yeah, my brother, you know, sir, I jumped out of Chicago and went to Washington, D.C. Them still have a winter over there, so, but you know, it's not so terrible. You know, that was manageable. We could have survived through that. And it had, yo, the Dunno said the go-go scene, them have the nice cultural scene in a DC. So I fit in very comfortably right there. So all the beautiful women, them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up DC, MD, VA right away. And we just go so and start getting my education. I was supposed to be studying chemical engineering. But brother, you see me, my father, he was an agriculturalist. Big up Dr. Wilson every time. And I was continuing along the line in a chemistry, because I love maths and I love chemistry. So I figured, say, yeah, chemical engineering was going to be the line for me. However, when I got to DC, there was a Nyabinghi house. And these elders playing mystical drumming, making mystical reggae music. And I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the scene. Big up Smithsonian and Jake's Homiak. You see me? Yeah, the whole DC massive, them just shoot me into this Rastafari way of life. And I just started studying it more and more. And I got to learn from some of the great elders. You know, they recorded in the Smithsonian on the Rastafari Elders CD. May I talk about man like Ras Iris, man like Brother Jack. May I talk about man like Ras Pedal, High Priest, Bongo Time, High Priest of the Nyabinghi House. I got to meet Ras Bonajeez, Bongo Watu, who is one of the founding fathers of the Nyabinghi movement in Jamaica. You know, so it was really, truly a blessing for me. I rely on, who right now, when I was a part of the Rastafari youth movement, it was mostly his children. You see me? So he's my big grandfather of the movement, and he's also a mystical drum roller of the Nyabinghi order. So them man, they taught me a lot about the mystical way of this Rastafari liberty.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Knocking the drums with them, we used to go up to the park, Malcolm X Park. That's how I met the Amphbns. You see me? Yeah, was beating the drums with the elders, and then yeah, the next set of man used to come and beat the drum African style, and the people doing the African dance, and they'd come with the nice food. John Moon and his Empress used to bring the nice sandwiches. You see me? And yeah, man, I show you, say the Amphibs was out there busting freestyles and, you know, doing some hip hop moves and playing instruments and all them things the same way. So yo, man, I was like, yo, let's go see what's going on over there. And you know, next thing you know, the man them teach me how to freestyle and bars, and Iyah Gift come on the scene.
Iyah Gift. Yeah. So wait, what happened at school? So you were supposed to do chemical engineering.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Come on, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, man.
I'm just kidding, bro. Yo, you know, sir,
don't feel
totally
bad.
never finished up on the chemical engineering, bro. You see me? I fell in love with the drumming, the way I'd learned in Nyabinghi reggae music, and all the lovely girls over the fine arts school. You see me? So I found myself studying the arts and the music. And yeah, just having that beautiful DC experience.
Brother,
you know, Howard Homecoming. I know we spoke about that briefly. All of those things were life-changing experiences.
I mean that's
for I and I, bro.
If you think about it, like your experience during that time when you were doing, I mean, just imagine if you did finish your chemical, you know, chemistry joint. I mean, you know, you went to fine arts, but you were like, you were surrounded by fine arts. So it's just like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. You can't help
but to learn it.
You can't help it. Right? That's dope, man. That's really dope.
Yeah, and you know, I still, you know, making my natural juices, food and nutrition. There's a whole lot of chemistry involved in that.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. All right. So
good vibes.
When did you start getting into hip hop?
Early in high school. You know, well, actually, from I was born because my big brothers them used to play like Run DMC and them thing there, and we still had the vinyl. So from I was in Nigeria when I listened hip hop. You see me? And right about now, yo, my sister in Jamaica.
Hi,
big reggae promoter in the place, yo.
Producer,
man. She about to hit the airport, man. She flying back to Florida right about now.
Have
Bless
a good
up, bless
trip.
up.
Yeah, man. I blessing. Jaja.
But yeah, like me that say, yo, give thanks. I'll link him, my sister. But yeah, like me that say, my brother.
Yeah.
Basically, so now
So what made you start
now.
rhyming? What made you start rhyming?
Yeah.
And who did you listen to during that time?
Yeah, so like I said, my brothers them from long time I play whole heap of good music in Africa, whole heap of vinyl. You know, my mom was in broadcasting, so she had whole heap of music. My father loved music, even though he was a farmer. He used to love listening music. And then when I came to high school now, I linked up with my brethren them, Mark, big up Russell, Y Rush, ZJ Rush, and we formed a little sound system called Ceradan, massive.
Yes.
Right? And Ceradan, we used to just link up and go buy 45s, vinyl records at the time, you know, and, you know, put together the sound system. And whenever we had birthdays or, you know, holidays from school, we would put the sound together and invite everyone, have a little barbecue. You see me? And next thing you know, Ceradan was a big thing. And all the girls start calling us for the sweet 16s them. You know what I'm saying? And so, and right now ZJ Rush is like Jamaica's #1 DJ. So the brethren propelled on from there. And they have always been family for me. And what we did with Ceradan, we just took the names of the groups. Hold on for me 1 second.
Yes.
Lower the volume up. Yeah, and we took the names of all the members of the groups and the first letter, and that spells Ceradan. Right. And that's how we came up with the name for the group, you know? So and that basically propelled I into music. And one of the first groups, like you said, what helped me start rapping was Onyx, bro. You know, I mean, Redman, all of the man, them, all the groups who I mentioned before, you know, Dre, Eazy-E, all the greats them. But when I heard Onyx, bro, I was like, yo, what them man they are doing? For some reason, we memorized all of their bars. And yeah, we used to actually perform some of their songs in these Sweet 16s where we would go to them, you know, singing Onyx. And Slam.
So Onyx first album.
Let the boys be boys. Yeah. So yeah, them cats got us started, I tell you. And from there, you know, a lot of influences. I have to big up my like KRS-One. Oh yeah. Knowledge reigns supreme. You see me when I got to HU and man was like, you want to hear hip hop? Listen, them thing ya. You know them way there. And man like J. Rue the Damager, because he came out like right about that time, freshman year for me. Right, you see me? So J. Rue was a huge hip hop influence as a Rastafari rapper. You see me? So him showed me, say, yo, it's possible. It can be done. Yes,
dope, man. So yeah, basically the 90s, you grew up like sort of got influenced to like 90s hip hop.
Absolutely.
On that era. Yeah. Word, definitely. So let's get back to Chicago for a bit. Talk about the 5 Star. How did you link up with them?
Yeah, like I was saying, my brother, where I was living in Chicago was like, you know, the kind of city part. You know, them have the Sear Tower and, you know, big nice buildings. But a block away was, you know, the Greens. You know, them where there's some serious projects. Yeah. You see me? And on the other side of the block is like one set of man I wear red. And on the next set of black, one set of man I wear blue. And you know, me never have nothing to do that. I'm just coming from Jamaica. I love everybody. You see me? So, but it's I walk down the streets and the man them is like, yo, you know, you have to be careful what color you wear. And, you know, so it was really some 5 Star brethren them that I met that kind of, you know, educated me. It was like, yo, you have to be careful how you walk certain lane, certain time and what you wear. And if you're not linked with certain man, they might try tax you and all them kind of thing there. And yeah, they basically were into music as well, but they were more into that house, Chicago house. Right. So them used to take me around the scene and we used to link up and have a good time. And, you know, I think those brethren really kept me out of a lot of trouble. And so I give thanks for them. And as I grew up and I started to learn the history of the whole 5 Star movement, I realized there's something that stretched forward to the Black Panthers.
Yeah,
You see me?
definitely.
And even the 5% nation and all them man that it help educate. So they said 5-star because it was the same 5% education system them did I come offer. So I give thanks for those opportunities in Chicago.
That's very dope. That's very dope.
When I came to DC, now it was a family setting. I was living with my sister. I think y'all remember y'all came through that crib. Big up yourself, Joe, and big up my brother Philly, because he came through there, so up in my sister's house, you know, showing me how to just freestyle, let off what's on your heart, you know. And Amphbns, man, y'all are my family for life. You know, me not stop telling nobody that, you know. You know, this is my place. This is my little place in Harborview in Jamaica. Anytime y'all want to come to Jamaica, you're welcome, right?
There we go.
You see me?
So,
yeah, man.
All right. So we're in DC. How were you introduced? You said like you mentioned before that we met you in Malcolm X Park.
Yeah.
But how were you introduced? Well, welcome to the collective. Like, do you remember that?
Honestly, I don't too remember, you know.
Oh, we just got you.
Yeah, because it was one of those spiritual moments where you're up there, you know, in the drum zone and you're just floating around in the love. And, you know, you're dancing, and next thing you know, you're in a dancing circle. And, you know, next thing you know, you talk to a couple ones, and the next thing you know, a family for life.
Yeah,
but,
man.
I do remember that, you know, man like yourself and Philly, you always used to carry around, link up. We used to cook food together. You see me, man like Bridge. You see me, big up Phil wherever you're there. You see me, Southpaw Methods.
Yeah.
You large. Yo, DJ RBI, John Moon. You know, I try to call out everyone, but you don't know the team so deep. Khalil come see me in Jamaica all the while, yo. You see me, Khalil,
yeah, I saw
yo, give
pictures.
me mad. Yo, cool, man. Mad Gears and Armor Computer. Yo, cool, man. You know, man, like Shamir, I can't wait to hear the tune on the album.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, man. Amphibs coming forward with music. You see me? And I love how we bring in the old hits, and we definitely have to link up and make some new hits.
Yes.
You see me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What is your Freestyle Union experience?
Yeah, that's like, was it on U Street, Adams Morgan, up in the spots them, a lot of dancing are going, you know, because the man them did have the freestyle moves them to, you know, you see me, and then more time now them would have just go so and say, I hear what, we're going to drop a topic.
Right.
Remember the man them used to say, yo, we're going to freestyle about this. So we get specific now and, you know, tune in your skills them.
Definitely.
And, you know, within the Freestyle Union, you had different groups. Some more time we'd have some shows, you know. But the man them would have come through and tear off the scene and say, yo, I saw it's done. You know them way there. So
word.
And my memories that and those parties used to be ramp. I remember we used to have some spots that we couldn't fit in. The man them used to have for a party outside.
Right.
Is it? Yeah.
True.
Yeah, them thing there was it was a serious movement. You know what I was thinking about the other day too?
What's
420.
That? Yeah.
When that 420 when the herb did legalize and thing, or the movement to make herb legalize. We were there.
Yep, we were
on the
there.
White House. On the White House, I burned up herbs. You see me? So enough little revolutionary moves we made. We thought we were just having a good time. You see me? But them thing there was history. When you stop and look on it, you see me? Yeah.
See what, Steve? Never know, yo. Let's talk about the Howard Homecoming with ODB.
Oh my goodness. Brother,
Go ahead,
brother, like I said, life-changing experience. Because first you had the marching band. You know, when the homecoming band, man, them get serious with the thing, yo, them man, they could play everything. See, and then when we hear the go-go, I remember I mentioned Junkyard.
Yeah.
There was a next band. There was a next band that was there too. I can't remember for them names, Southside or South, something like that. You see it? And me, I tell you, said them man, they were playing every kind of music, but in a go-go way, and especially with the drums too. Because it's the next time the bongos and the Congo drums is a time when I was really falling in love with the percussion aspect of music.
Right.
So the way them do it in a go-go is revolutionary, and that it is tuned in with West Africa, definitely. It's definitely coming straight from Mama Land. So I tuned into that right away. And then when Wu-Tang and Redman, Kuna My Youth, got up there and started ripping it. Not to mention the mighty Old Dirty Bastard. Rest in peace, my general. Manners and respect to the most. Yo, cause that brother tore off the stage.
This dude ran. He ran across the field to the stage because Backyard was playing Brooklyn Zoo.
Backyard.
So he ran.
Backyard. Thank you, my brother. Backyard at the next band I have to remember.
This fool ran, took the mic, and started rhyming, right?
Brooklyn Zoo.
And the mayor was there trying to beg him not to curse because there was kids in the field or whatnot. He was like, "There's too many young people. Please don't curse." He was like, it was a monumental moment. I think. Like, we were in shock.
Majestic moment in our life, bro. I'm gonna tell you, say, before all the social media, cause we were chilling out with Meth. We were chilling out with ODB after the event. Them way like them money was just so humble. Just out there in the streets, warriors for the music, So them showed us a lot about the live right there. So and
like DC had a lot of hip hop going on at this time. A lot of hip hop.
Yes.
People that's a place to go, so that's a perfect example of Howard Homecoming, just seeing that and then and then living our lives and doing hip hop within our community. So yeah, definitely. We remember that, man. Word.
Yeah, man. So, and we also had some times when we linked up over at Nyala. Eventually started linking up with some of the fine arts bands and started doing shows up at Nyala, started doing shows with my brethren Ross Kwasi. Ross Kwasi is doing big things all over the world right now, brother. He has a thing called Jamaica Music Conference. That's my brethren from HU Law School. Big up yourself.
Word.
He's got a thing every year called Jamaica Music Conference. It's been going on 10 years now. And they're branching off to the Canadian Music Conference. I think he's got one coming up this month. So a pure things are going on right now worldwide within the movement. You see me? And the man them are building a school. The man them are building a school in Africa, bro.
There we go.
Not a joke thing. It's called the Habesha movement. You can check it out on Instagram, pictures up and thing. You see me? They asked me for some seeds from Jamaica, from some sweet sap, some sour sap seeds. I gave them some seeds like 7 years ago. Well, not even 7 years, maybe 5 years ago.
Right.
And them sent me some pictures the other day of the trees growing in Ghana. This is land that the chiefs of Ghana gave to them when they told them that they wanted to build schools. You see me? So
that's what's up.
I keep a link with these brethren. Yeah, go ahead.
So you've recorded with SP Methods and Trevor Goodchild. What was that experience like for you? And give us the concept while you're thinking about that. Give us the concept of Cosmic Elephants and how you and Shamir from WOM got together and do that song. Go ahead.
Bro, all I remember was I think I rode my bicycle up to Shamir's house. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah, because it was in them time that when man was keeping ourselves in a top physical mode, you see me? And we took a walk out in the woods, some bamboo fields and things, because Shamir was showing me about the Tai Chi breathing from them time there. Which is something I'm using in my life every day up to now. You see me, my Reiki and my Tai Chi breath control. You see me, especially in these disease mind control time. But anyway, the man took me out in the woods and we meditated before we wrote that song. You see me, we came forward into the studio and he started playing the track and, just penned down some things. And I can't remember all the details because we had some help recording it.
Right.
One of this RBI, one of the brethren that did it to help us record it.
Right.
But yeah, that was a great learning experience for me. Shamir, a sensei. To this day, I call him sensei. You see me?
Definitely.
And
So
Trevor
yeah,
Goodchild, man. Goodchild
yeah.
is that name fits him. Trust me, he's a good child. He's a blessed individual, and the ability he has to just create music that just touches your soul. Sometimes you wonder if your lyrics are worthy to go over his beats. Then you see me? Because the brother they have some real transcending sound and everything. So it was with Philly and yourself a lot of the times when we were working with Trevor.
Yeah,
You know, it was up either your crib or his crib, you know, them way there.
Yeah.
So,
That's
man, those are beautiful, beautiful experience, joyful experiences in our life. But that's what music is really all about, you know?
Yeah.
The,
so we're talking about the song Cosmic Elephant that's gonna be on the Amphbns Volume 1 joint coming out soon. Yes, so that's a song with Shamir of Womb, produced by Trevor Goodchild. Very dope song. And CHAKRA ASHRAM, aka Shatungwa, did the chorus. So just remember I told you that. So when you hear the chorus, you'll be like, oh, that's him.
All right. All right. CHAKRA's alive up there.
Word. All right. Also,
yo.
Oh, SB Method said that the Nyabinghi King album still exists.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, man. Because we did a whole album with Bridge, and we have couple hits. We don't know, so we have a couple songs that did move the creation that were moving in the underground, and we know, say, anytime we're ready, we are gonna put some life under them. And yeah, we're looking forward to making some new creations. Yo, big up my Jamaica family at the place, you know. Iyah Gift. Yo, Ace Solutions. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for the support every time. My sister in them, you see me? Why you? What general? Good man.
They say a lot of people in the joint.
Yo, I'm just glad for the real reconnection of the family and everyone, you know, our growth, that we're still alive. Those of I and I still alive and healthy and pushing this thing forward right now. So me and do all what me can. And, you know, lately, fatherhood, my brother. That has been the thing.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Let's go to your experience in New York. You were in New York for a while to record, right? And
man.
And go to the Nyabinghi house here, right?
Yeah, man. Brooklyn, Nostrand Avenue. Yeah, and to all my brethren them from high school, Mark and Russell, they used to live in Long Island. So every now and then when we get the opportunity, I go see them. I know Thanksgiving, sometimes 23rd, July 23rd, you know, them way there. And also there'll be celebrations at the Nyabinghi house for the 23rd of July is the Emperor's birthday. Yes. So we used to go up there with some of the brethren them from DC and, you know, have a nice celebration. Then we go up on Long Island and check out the Caribbean party them. And the man them used to say, yo, we link up and make some music same way too. You know, so we got on some of that New York sound hip hop. You see me? And that also helped spread the thing.
Was there a difference in the Nyabinghi house from DC and New York, or was it the same vibe?
Basically the same vibe. You know them way there. The Nyabinghi house in New York was a bit more spacious. And when the people came out, bigger numbers, you know them way there. That was the only difference. Yeah, there's a little bigger and more people up in New York when they used to have those gatherings. In a DC now, we used to go to the park more time. We used to go to Brandywine, Maryland. In fact, that's where we linked up with the Soldiers of Jah Army. Remember that reggae group that came out of Maryland?
Yeah.
Them brethren came from the Nyabinghi house. They learned them science. They're from the Nyabinghi house. They went on to win a Grammy. You see me? And yeah, man, some real cool brethren. You see me? And you know, they helped me learn. Say, you know, racism couldn't work. You know them way, because some people didn't want the man them to play the drums because of the color of their skin.
Right.
And the elders weren't standing for that. They were like, nah, listen, we can't pass that. You know the way that. And if you really study, if you're about Rastafari and you study his teachings, him say until the philosophy. Bob Marley even sang it in the song. But he went to the United Nations and let the people them know, say, yo, until the philosophy that hold one race superior and another inferior is finally and totally defeated and destroyed. You see me? So it's unfortunate that even in this time we still have to deal with them kind of thing. But it's the reality and we have to face it. No running away from it.
In 2007, you moved back to Jamaica.
Yes, my brother.
Tell us who Makonnen Blake Hanna is and how that brother connected you. Go ahead.
All right. My mom is always so influential. Big up mama. You see me? Because her good friend Barbara Blake Hanna recently honored as the first black female journalist with the BBC. Her son, Makonnen Blake Hanna, was homeschooled by her. And he went on to be the youngest advisor to the Jamaican government. And when I came forward to Jamaica, he was one of the first brethren who met me in Amiyah. I was like, what's going on, Iyah? Say, yo, I've been there, I'm on to some music. And he's like, cool, no, man, I'm a studio and thing, And and, link up. And the first song that we recorded together was a song called The Masterpiece.
Yes, The Masterpiece.
And that had a huge response right here in Jamaica. Globally, all over, because it was a time when MySpace.com was big too. And some brethren took it up and put the song up. Some of my brethren linked up and said, yo, we love the song, make we do a video for it. They did the video for it, then put out the video. Somehow we get on MySpace.com and it just start go millions of views. Cause I'm there and I'm like, yo, Maki, the song have like 3 million views. Like, and so that song propelled the link. And after that, we were like, wow, we have to go do a mixtape. And some young artists who were, looking hungry at the time, a youth named Dre Island came and linked me. And we did a song called Can't Stay Away, which is about legalization of marijuana.
Right.
So looking back now and seeing, we feel like these songs really had influence on what we see happening right now, because that was one of the first songs that I ever heard for myself played on the radio. Big up to my general Muta Baruka, Irie FM, because I was driving in my car and I'm listening and I'm like, I can't stay away from your love. And I'm like, hold on, I know that song. I'm like, wait, that's me. Nearly crashed the car and things. So the man then propelled the thing with that project right away. Just a couple songs, and then we did a whole mixtape. It's called the Iyah Ites mixtape. Please go check it out on Iyah Gift SoundCloud, and definitely check out Iyah Gift music on YouTube.
So when and why did you? Okay, so when and why did you change your name from Iyah Gift to Iyah Gift?
Yeah, that started in DC with the youth man them at the Nayabing House. Because it was the elders, they asked me what was my name, Olusegun. So they said, what does that mean? I told them God's gift. They're like, all right, you're Iyah Gift. And Iyah Gift stuck for quite a few years, them way there. But then some of the younger man them was like, yo, there's no J in the Hebrew alphabet. Them way there. So it's gonna be Iyah Gift. It's not really a J, it's a Y. Right. So they're like, yeah, Iyah Gift now. Them way there. And after a while, some of the man will start calling me Iyah Gift. You see me? It just fit in. It just fit in. And so when I came to Jamaica, we rolled with it, bro. Iyah Gift. Yes. And it just lift off from this and lift off to the whole world. And we give thanks for the blessing. It's a powerful name. A name is an inspiration. Every name is an inspiration. Yes. So it's good. It's good when you know the meaning of your name. So he's okay. So you're Iyah Gift when you got back to Jamaica in 2007, right? Yeah. So all the
of the singles is under Iyah Gift and radio. Like, yeah, dope. Yeah, this man has been on the radio in Jamaica, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, my brother.
Once he landed from, like, you know, after his experience in DC, back to Jamaica, he got a good connection. Right? So that's dope, man. Let's see.
Yeah,
so,
you know.
Let's talk about your first album. You released your first album, Touchable.
Touchable,
Talk
right.
about people.
So,
like, yeah.
Makonnen also linked me with my brethren Arsenal, also known as Don Rasta. And we formed a team that we call the New Reggae Generation. And we did some songs together, What Kind of Herbs. And he helped me a lot on the Touchable album. And one of the huge singles that we did on there was featuring Kabaka Pyramid from a movement out here called Bebel Rock.
Okay.
See? Yeah, man. And they have been hugely supportive of Iyah Gift.
Yeah, definitely.
Rising. Big up Supernova, large producer anyway you're there. And Arsenal also helped me link up with my brethren Denver Black Hustle with a movement that we call the Big Spliff Gang. And that movement now is for artists all over Jamaica and artists of all styles, but mostly dancehall and reggae, right? Okay. Although we work with hip hop, we work with a lot of hip hop artists internationally, you see me, but based right here in Kingston. And may I say, Big Spliff Gang is making big moves in that creation right now. They got a live show called Let's Get Loud, and they've been using that to promote our music. And it keeps growing and growing and growing. So give thanks, Denver Black Hustle. So what we basically did was use a team to help me with this album called Touchable. Right. And we wanted to make a roots reggae hip hop album. So an album that's really, you know, like the Iyah Heights mixtape, we were really just in the studio having fun. The Touchable album, we wanted it to focus on Iyah Gift soul and Jamaica and expressing Jamaica in a hip hop manifestation. Right. So we have a song on there called She's the One. Yes. And that one has been getting a lot of requests for live performances because people need love, you know, and yeah, we need to represent that aspect of balance in humanity. Yeah, we need the ladies them, you know, and this song is about me expressing how much this one particular empress is so important to me, you know? Yeah. And yeah, I really love, can see that she's the one. Yep. With me, she don't need no one, no one, no one, no one. The most requested song right, y'all. Most requested song right now. So don't worry yourself, you know, Joey. I'm not going to be singing too much, bro. I'll be dropping bars same way. You know what I'm saying? Iyah Gift still got bars, y'all, so don't sleep. Don't sleep. That's what he's telling me right now. Because I was like, so you going to start singing now? You going to be, you know, full-time singer? What you going to do? It's like, nah. Yeah, actually. Nah, yo, I still got bars, so. All right, you heard it first. Proof. Definitely. Let's talk about your Afrobeat song with Terry. Oh my goodness.